All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Daniel, and it is the second match of this third day of the USBA Gabriels Tour event. The USBA Amateur Championship event here at the Casino del Sol. We have Joe DeAMATO versus Bobby Page. And I'm joined in the commentary booth with Dennis Dieckman, and I trust I trust you're getting acquainted with everybody in our chat room, Dennis.
Oh yes, and I see January 27th is mentioned there. That's interesting. That's my birthday.
Is it really?
Yes, and also the birthday of Frederick Caudron, although he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little younger.
Okay.
I think you know that name.
Uh-huh.
So, a fellow Aquarian.
Ah. Well, Joe starts off with one, and Bobby's gonna come to the table on the rail.
Yeah.
So, you know these two gentlemen very well, don't you?
Well, not probably Bobby better than I know Joe, but yeah, we've I've been to their pool hall a number of times in Boston, or their billiard room, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's there anymore, but there's still billiards in Boston.
Okay.
And Bobby was stretched out a little bit on that, and that stretch can cause the shot to do a little strange things sometimes.
Make sure you kind of ignore this. This is not your live window.
Right.
That's your live window. This is your.
Okay. Okay. All right. I see. Yeah. Yeah, I can see the perspective a little better on the computer than I can,
Sometimes looking directly at the table. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I see.
Oh.
A bank attempt by Joe. Didn't make it. Actually, leaves one to question. How did it get in there? It's like, there wasn't much space between those two balls, but
Right. If they were playing football, that'd been worth 3 points.
yeah, right. Or the extra 1 point, depending on which kick it was. But missing the kiss. Good
Yep.
shot.
And Joey, I don't want to criticize, but that's one of the sort of one of the original sins in billiards is to miss a shot and sort of leave your ball in the corner. And it's very difficult to hit it too soft. So if I see that that's going to happen, I'm going to tend to hit my ball a little harder, because you just don't want to miss and leave your ball in the corner.
Right.
Because either one of these guys is going to...
Well, he came in contact with the red early with the white ball.
He didn't move it too far, but just enough. I think he was aware of that kiss, and was, sometimes if you
Hoping
move
the timing would work out, right?
Well, yeah, sometimes you shoot a shot like that on purpose, knowing that you're taking a chance. But if you just move the ball a few inches, you might get lucky, you might not.
Oof. A lot of spin on the cue ball, and that's kind of a Joe DeAMATO special right there, that shot.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, it did not pan out for him this time.
Yeah, I'd call that getting nipped in the bud.
Well, that's a good way to look at it.
And it wasn't really a bang-bang kiss. He seemed to be aware that he might have a little problem there, and was attempting to not do it.
notice Bobby's using a black shaft. He may be using one of those Predator pool shafts, the Revo carbon fiber.
Oh, really? Yes, it is. It is.
I've seen those 3 times in this tournament already. I'd like to say hello to Doug Deitel. He's watching right now. He's the webmaster for the USBA and has a wonderful site of his own called 3cushionbilliards.com.
Yes, indeed.
And we're always happy to have you here. We miss you at this event. Hope to see you at the Nationals.
You know, this is really early to be playing 3-cushion, you know. Most
It's early to be calling the shots, too.
Well, yes. Ooh. Yeah. He may have been trying to catch the short rail up there and go up and down on that one.
Yeah, you think?
I think it's, you know, without second guessing or something like that. But yeah, this should be meat for Joe's grinder, I would think. Come on, Joe. Oh, he's off his feed.
Well, is he going to catch that third rail? Look at this.
Oh.
That was a thing of beauty.
He missed the kiss. His speed was pretty good, but he's still got that small red ball.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, if he can hit it the first time.
Yeah. Well, I think he's gonna
play off the red now.
Yeah, I think he's. Yeah.
I would imagine these guys are, you know, after years of knowing each other. I think Joe's probably a little better than Bobby, but I think overall they're probably evenly matched.
Mm-hmm.
But for this event, for this particular event, it appears that Joe DeAMATO shooting an 870 and Bobby Page is shooting a 533.
Right, I see that. And
Joe's actually undefeated in the event so far. This is his 3rd match. Bobby's already lost 1 match. He is 2 for 3 matches, so this would be his 4th match. So Joe will be playing a lot more in the next couple of days. You know, this is a round-robin event, so unlike many tournaments that we've covered on POVPOOL, this isn't, you know, like a double elimination bracket or single. It will go into a single elimination bracket for the final 16, I believe.
yes, 16.
Yeah. But this is a round-robin event, which I actually I think is a much better way to determine the best player. You all right there? You good?
Yeah, I had to scratch my ear. I got a bug in my ear. I'm noticing the averages so far in this bracket are fairly, you know, this is a tough bracket, it looks like.
This particular flight?
Yeah, I mean, 717.
Yeah, 870, 750.
Yeah.
Trindo, Craig Powers. Even Bobby Page, you know, and Baldomero Tejeda from Vegas.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, I think he's Peruvian, but he's shooting 594. So you know, fairly decent.
Very competitive
flight. Yeah.
Very competitive. I think this is.
So Joe tied it up, and we're in the 5th inning now. It's 3-3, and Bobby just scored another billiard.
Yeah. And
he's got he's got a cookie.
Well, geez, there's no such. Well, yeah, but yeah, this is.
Well, you always have to earn.
Right. I mean, this is fairly standard.
Yeah.
You know, pretty big ball. You know, harder to miss.
Do you like the way he just hit that?
A little soft.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know,
and he came into it very full, so it's not that hasn't helped him.
Right. But I think they know each other's game so well. They're playing probably a little cautious. They just, you know.
Right.
Neither one of them wants to lose to each other.
Yeah.
And they're both very competitive. It was not too shabby.
That was not too shabby.
And let's see. Oh, he has gotten very nice results.
Coming off the backside of the white.
Looks like.
He'll slide underneath. Yeah, I like the speed, actually. But he's going to miss.
You know, just
being too careful.
Personal preference, I would have played off the red. But the hit was in my mind. But, you know, it's just my game versus someone else's game. But it was 6 of one, half a dozen the other there. And he chose the white.
Sorry, guys, if you keep hearing that. It's just Dennis Dieckman's mouthpiece, and I'm going to have to put handcuffs on him soon. But
right.
You know, he's so kindly volunteered to work with us in the booth, but is not used to the equipment that we use.
Right.
We've got a headset mic on him, and
see, now Bobby played off the white the other time to put Joey down there, but he missed it so short. I mean, that he gave Joey, despite being way down there, he gave him a pretty good shot, and it just came up just a little short. Then the tendency with this new cloth is, I think, as you know, is that it, in the beginning, it plays quite long and slides, and then every day it changes just a little bit.
I think it's starting to change now, especially after a full evening's play. There was a single elimination tournament here last night, just a mini tournament, but it went till midnight. So, you know, this table got plenty of play last night.
Yeah.
So if there's a time for this table to break in, I think it's going to be today. Rick Bearcat said that he has said hello to Mr. Burrows for you, Dennis.
Oh, thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Oh. So you traveled? Did you travel here with Mercedes Gonzalez?
No, I took the train.
Okay. From?
Central Virginia.
Okay. How long is that? Is that a 1 day?
No, it was
2 day.
It was 22 hours in Virginia to New Orleans, and then I spent 2 nights there rather than one, just to see some an old friend, and then it was about 36 hours on the train. But I had a roomette. It's very, very comfortable, and the cost of your roomette includes, you know, dining car, free meals, and it's just a very nice thing, and you get to know the staff. It's not. It's a very leisurely thing. And when you go into the dining car, they're going to seat you with anybody, because they can't afford to have two people at a foretop. So you get to meet some interesting people on the train.
You know, I've always I'm not a big
beautiful.
I'm not a big train fan, but you know, every time if I ever go to, I'm from Great Britain originally, so
Right.
and I have friends. I've been to Dublin several times in Ireland, and I have my family's all in Wales, and so what I'll do is I'll take the ferry to Ireland, and
Right.
and it's Southern Ireland, and then I'll take a train. I'll take a train from Rosslare all the way to Dublin, and it's about 2 hours on the train. It's such a beautiful trip, you know. But I always, you know, told myself one day that if and when I ever retire, I'd like to, you know, take the train to New Orleans for, you know, Mardi Gras or something like that.
Oh,
you know, where you have more fun on the train than you do at the Mardi Gras itself.
right. Well, it's
Anyway, I digress. I'm just babbling now, but I tend to do that sometimes in the mornings. But whatever the case may be, Dennis, we're glad you're here and that you made it safely.
well, yeah,
Joe is getting frustrated
yeah.
quickly because
Oh yeah, you see how he's crossing his arms
no,
there?
I see that. Yeah.
It's the body language, and he hasn't smiled yet
Nope.
that I've seen him.
No.
You know, he's
Well, let's take a look at that flight because, you know, this could be actually a pretty crucial match
oh yeah.
for him, you know. Well, he's undefeated,
Yeah.
so that's good for him. Thibodeau is also undefeated with 3 wins instead of Joe's 2 wins. So I think he just wants to stay in there, you know. They're taking the top 2 from each flight, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's
So
you know.
he wants to maintain that position, especially with Bobby Page already with 2 wins.
right.
If Joe loses this, he'll slip into 3rd or 4th place because of the, you know,
Yeah,
because of this format. So,
yeah, there's only one player that doesn't have at least 1 win here.
look, there he goes again. He's looking up
Yeah.
at the gods.
Yeah. Yeah, Joey's body language is clearly he's annoyed with his play. And
Well, so let me ask you: you've known these guys, right? I mean, are they like not morning players?
I would
You'd have to venture to say no.
I would have to venture to say no. Yeah. Yeah.
I used to live in Boston, so I know what it's like in Boston. Show up at the pool all at 3, and, and then get your morning coffee.
Although
Uh-oh.
yeah.
You know, this is early in the match, though, so I think Joe needs to just settle in.
I mean, the match is not, you know, it's just a couple of points separate them, but they're.
Yeah.
I predicted 30 innings, and right now they're not. They're playing below that pace.
Yeah.
But
You know, right now they're looking at 45.
yeah. You know, a lot of pool halls that have billiard tables in them. The billiard players tend to come in and open the place up like 11 o'clock or something like that, and stay till 4 or 5 or something, and then they tend not to play at night because most of them are retired.
Right.
And they go to bed early. but so but yeah, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning is, you know.
It's a nice shot.
Come on, baby. Oh, good. Yeah, Bobby seems to, I don't know,
I think he has his table dialed in a little more than Joe right
yeah,
now.
right
but
now.
the thing with Joe is, you know, he's good for 5 or 6 points every once in a while.
Well, maybe even a 8 or 9 or 10.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. You know, I mean, in his youth at least.
Oh no, he's been playing well since I've met him.
Uh-huh.
I only met him 2 years ago, so. One thing I have seen from him though is that when he's relaxed, he plays better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what pressure does to him, but it's certainly seems to have a bit of an effect this morning.
Yeah, he's scratching his head because he knows if he plays off the white, he is the white. Dude. He's
playing the ticky, bank ticky. There we go.
Oh, look at that. That's almost, okay, I was going to say, if he hits that, it's almost impossible to miss the way
he did. He got the billiard.
Yep.
That was nice. See
Yeah,
where where the lay is.
If he did that a little harder, he might have popped off that red and gone through that hole. But he hit that really good speed.
He's in good shape here too.
Oh yeah, he's got a very nice, you know, very nice reward for the good shot.
Yeah. He stands to put the red in a nice spot too here.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
He's been a little short on a number of shots, and it's again you can see he's a little frustrated. I mean,
I don't know what's going on. Swear to God, I thought he had. Did he not flip his score?
No.
Wait a minute.
He only made one there. Yeah, he had 4. He was 3 behind, and we thought he was going to make the second one after the lag.
Okay, so it's 7-5.
Yes,
and it's 7-5 Bobby.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my goodness!
Look at that.
That would have been pretty.
We did everything except make the billiard.
Yeah. Dennis,
Yes,
question in the chat room.
Mhm.
Since you are the authority on this,
Yeah.
the expert, Bearcat in the chat room asks, are carom cues fundamentally different than regular pool cues?
Well, a carom cue is basically ages past a perfect cone from 33 to 22 to 11 millimeters. Now, the shafts have gotten a little weaker. They've got a slight pool taper on them now. The tip size has gone up to around 12, most players favor. And, of course, billiard cues have come down from 13 or 14 to, you know, a lot of pool players are playing with the smaller tips now. And I think these days they're a lot closer than they were 30 or 40 years ago. I mean, long time ago they were just stiff as a telephone pole, and they've got a little more flex now. And of course the equipment is, I mean, we used to play on, oh my God, you know old rubber, fuzzy cloth with a grain in it, you know.
Oh, you mean the felt?
The felt, yes. Yes.
But the Carom cues are still shorter, are they not? Like a couple inches?
Generally.
59-inch, 27-inch shaft.
You know, I'm now playing with a 57 when I play, and I started out with like 140 centimeters, which is something like 55 3/8.
Okay.
So, yeah, they've gotten longer. I think the pool cues have gotten a little shorter. You know, they're... there's nothing standard anymore, really. It's kind of all personal preference, and there's a lot of more variety in the cues available now. This is pretty nice shot, nice playing to the big ball there. It's time for Joey to get on track. There's nothing that a good 4 here won't cure. A little tricky.
True that is.
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah. That's not a hanger. Not a hanger. He hit it pretty good. Missed the kiss.
How long has it been for you since you were in any kind of competition for 3-cushion?
Oh, 3-cushion?
Yeah.
Ages.
Ages?
Carom Cafe, maybe.
In New York?
Yeah, 3 or I played in the second Sangley, which I think was 2007. And I think 8 and 9, and that's really that's pretty much been it. And down in Virginia, there's no billiard tables, you know. Well, actually, there's one at Cue Master in Virginia Beach, but that's about it. Oh my goodness!
This is the kind of day Joe is having right now.
He just. See, and look at his body language again. You know, it's he is not a happy camper, and it's not like he's been hitting it bad. He's just, you know, that was another case. He just came in just a touch short.
Well, Bobby needs to punish him, doesn't he?
Well,
I mean, this is basically, you know, what you're supposed to do now.
Yeah. Although he's got a.
Well, he's been going underneath the red.
Nah, he hit that very, very well.
I think he's right on.
Very well. Yeah.
Good
speed.
He's been playing that shot well. He's played 2 shots like that already. He's come short. But this time, you know.
Well, you saw he was practicing that shot to find the corner. And when I was playing really well, I could. I mean,
look at this. No.
Now almost. I could just nail that corner dead into it. And, you know, now maybe I can get within, you know, 2 or 3 inches of the corner, but it's and that's very important to be able to go one rail and just wrap it around that corner. This has some potential. Okay, Joey, and now he's got his reward here.
I have another question for you. Over your career in making billiard cues, can you think of any that you made that stands out from the rest? Or do you have any stories to tell on that adventure?
Oh, every cue I ever made has a story. Every cue I ever made was different. I never made the same design twice. Oh, and the best, yeah, the one that stands out from the rest, it's the one that I left in Virginia in my playing bag.
It's still there.
Yes. Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I still have a few cues. It's just, but they're all like my children.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's gonna just miss again.
you can see his frustration there. It's
Well,
just,
yeah. I mean, you know, when you constantly miss a ball by like 1 millimeter, you know.
and you know, do you notice how he picked up the chalk off the table?
Yeah.
That's a sign when the player sort of
They know.
grabs the
Yeah.
chalk, you know, rather than just. Ooh. See, there's Bobby going around the corner again right now. You know.
Were you self-taught as a builder, or did you have any other builder mentors, or I mean, like I know in your age, in your time, you had Bert Schrager and Bloodworth and some of those greats, but
no, I was.
Was there anybody that?
Well, I spent several visits in Chicago with a fellow named Eddie Lobby. But he was not building cues anymore, but he did have a bunch of parts. And we sat at his kitchen table with I think he had a parakeet on his shoulder, drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes.
Did he have one leg and an eye patch?
No, but he made a really interesting cue, and he actually had some patents on him. But so I never actually, but he showed me some stuff, and I had a basic idea. And then in '79, it was actually, I think I got out there in December '78, but I had the privilege of working in Bert Schrager's shop for 4 months.
Okay, so Bert Schrager did come into play there.
I just got to see all of his equipment, and I very rarely saw him working on it.
Yeah.
And basically what he had me doing was working on his pantograph, and at first he only let me cut out the male parts.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he didn't want me to do a boo-boo on a cue, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
So, and then I played, if I wasn't in Bert's shop, I was at North Hollywood Billiards, right down the street.
Oh, on Magnolia.
Right, Magnolia, Lancashire.
Which, incidentally, closed about 4 years ago. You know that? 3 years ago.
I sort of heard that, yeah.
It's now the Brickyard. All of those tables are still at the place, though. They have them all in the back.
Really?
But unfortunately, they're all red felt.
When I was there, I got to play Cowboy Jimmy Moore.
Oh, wow.
And in 3 cushion.
Yeah. Wow.
He was in Los Angeles for about a month. I think he was living in Albuquerque, but he was there for exhibitions. But he'd hang out every afternoon.
Yeah.
And he'd be playing golf with Frank Torres, 4 times national champion, and a few other people. And I walked in, I didn't know who he was, and I just saw him make the most amazing shot on the golf table to go out that I thought it was impossible, And I went up to Frank afterwards, and I said, "Frank, who is this guy?" And then I found out, and I probably got to play him about a dozen times.
Yeah.
We probably, he got me, I got him, sort of thing. But interesting man. And let me think.
So being in North Hollywood Billiards, you must have come across Ernie Gutierrez a few times then?
No, never.
Never came across Ernie, huh?
Never met Ernie.
He has his shop on
right, yeah.
Oh, was it? It's Hollywood Way in Lancashire, something like that.
Right. I've always respected his work and his designs.
Yeah. I've been there several times, but mostly to see the late J.J. Jenkins, who was living there for the last 15 years of his life.
Really? Oh, and let's see. I've got into the.
Look at this. That's sweet. What do you know, Joe?
Yeah.
That's the thing about Joe. One billiard can really, put some wind in his sails. He's off and running, right? I mean, you see the way he looks after he makes that billiard.
Is this short? This can't be. Come on.
It is. It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is short.
Man.
He's a little ahead of himself.
He smiled. He just smiled.
Yeah, he smiled.
He smiled for the first time.
Because I think he knows it,
Yeah. Well, he's tied it up. And it's 19 innings?
Yes.
Yeah, that's they're. They can average better than that, but
Yeah.
it's.
What do you like here?
Well, I would go rail first red, or very thin off the white, but you're risking a kiss there. I would just go rail first red here.
Right.
And well, he's going off there, but that was a good choice.
Yeah.
But I'd just gone rail first red with a little hold up on there and get the red out of the corner.
Okay.
And pray.
Hit and hope.
Right. As Bob Amin used to tell me, hit it high, hard, and hope.
Dennis, do you miss California? Awkward pause.
Certain parts, but not.
You don't miss the overhead. Let's be honest.
I cannot see how anybody can live in Los Angeles.
I can't see how I can.
And
though I moved there in 1977, so I'm just so used to it.
Right. Yeah.
It's true though. It's a difficult area to live. But anyway, do you miss it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, right now.
You want to join? Yeah. All right. I guess. I'm gonna pair you up with Mazin Shooni, the president of the USBA.
Oh, so he cut in and just.
Yeah.
We're dancing now.
That's how it is. Mazin's got the power. All right. I'm gonna keep score. So.
We'll try to behave.
So thank you, Dennis. Nice talking to you.
No, thank you for having me, sir. I have the pleasure of my old Habibi. Well, I mean old.
Two of you scoot over.
Oh.
No, the other way.
When I say Mazin is my old friend, it's not that he's old. But I've known him since he's 16 years old, and I will not reveal his true age. But
well, hello everybody. Hello Dennis Dieckman, my good old buddy.
Now you're on.
Hello everyone, and hello Dennis Dieckman, my good old buddy from the old days. This is my first commentating in this tournament. I have been extremely busy trying to make sure everything is running smoothly, and it's a lot of work, but as you all know, but this tournament has been an excellent turnout and good feedback from a lot of them here. So welcome everybody.
I think Bearcat has got a question, and no, this is not invitational, and the entry fee it slides a little bit depending on the player's average, and ladies had no entry fee. So it's
yeah, that is correct. Some people I made it a little different in terms of entry fees. As you guys know, 65 or older gets 10% off. Ladies play free. Averages based on averages also. Under 850. will pay 300. Under 700 will pay 225, and under 500 will pay 150. And 65 or older gets 10%. It doesn't matter. Let's get back to this game. Okay, those guys are my two beautiful friends from Boston.
Oh yeah, they've been banging heads for millions. You used to work for
for Joe many years
when
ago.
you moved to Boston,
Right? And I know their game pretty well.
Yeah. Look at Joey's. That's the second time he smiled. He's been very frustrated. You can just see by his body language. He's not happy with his game. And like you say, they've been playing each other for.
Yeah, they've known each other for 40 some odd years.
You're right.
And they play in my room, frequently, 4 or 5 days a week.
Right.
But Joey's always has the edge.
Yeah, I would say Joey's a
But-
little better, but they're
But they're very close. That's a nice bank. Oh my God.
look at that. It's been a pretty tight match. Bobby went up by about 3 or 4, but Joey's been fighting back. And my prediction was 30 innings, but I don't.
Yeah, that would be the right number, huh? You would think, but
Any one of them are subject to maybe run out.
yes,
I
agreed. Joey's trying to play across table here.
Yeah.
Slightly thin head.
Mm-hmm.
He only played the 3 cushion, huh? What a beautiful choice.
Yep.
Now a little bit too slow, and he got tied up behind the yellow, so.
Yeah, you saw him shake his head, and he said,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, I got trapped."
Yeah. The speed was a little off, but
Mm-hmm.
he did make the billiard.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's trying to double a rail and go off the yellow.
I think that would.
But he has to hit it with a little bit of speed, a little bit of authority.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh yes.
Oh, man.
man.
Nice shot. Great shot.
He almost got so unlucky. There was a
Almost.
hole there. He
Yeah,
could have.
yeah.
Can you imagine it going through that hole?
Yeah.
Oh, if that would happen, I think Joey would have stabbed himself with his cue.
Dennis. Fantastic stroke. Nice.
Okay, good. He was in the beginning. He was missing everything just a little bit short.
Yeah.
And I think he's maybe made an adjustment. I mean, he's a smart player.
He
so.
is. Well, I wanted to come off this of this game for a minute. I wanted to thank all the players. I want to thank all the sponsors. I can name them all. Gabriels, Simonis has been always on board with us. Tiger Cues, McDermott Cues, and now we're trying to get involved with Ultimate Team Gear, where they are doing fantastic work, allowing us to wear their shirts in this tournament, and we are very pleased with the way the sponsors are responding to us. And we're trying to really improve the image of billiards in this country and gain more events.
Mazin, say hello to your old friend here.
Oh, hello, Billy Smith. I've known him for all my life. Yeah. So McDermott Gabriels Tables has been an excellent sponsorship for us. They're awesome, great tables. The conditions are so beautiful here.
Oh, this is. I mean, we've both been in a few tournaments and a few basic locations, but this is, you've done a great job organizing this.
Thank you. It's a lot of work. A lot of work.
Well,
you know.
and you've had a fair amount of help. There's people that are helping it.
That's true. I got good supporters. My wife has been helping me all throughout the tournament, and Paul Frankel is always doing his thing with articles and stuff. Geraldine has been fantastic. POVPOOL, oh my God, they're awesome. So we are improving, and God willing, if things go well, we can have more of these events all over the country in different spots of the country. So Now, can we get back to this game?
Yeah, Bobby knew he missed that as soon as he hit it.
Yeah.
You see his body language, you know?
I think both players are, you know, I always joke in Boston because when I moved to Boston, I didn't realize how much safety they play.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I tell them they invented safeties in Boston. And you know, I mean, if they had the chance, they will play safe off the break. And I make a joke of that at work. So.
Well, and again, you know, they played each other for so long.
Right.
They know each other's game. They got respect for it.
Yes.
And they're just...
Yeah. You know, they play well. They play very good. They're the type of players that if they run 7, they want to protect their run. If I'm going to run a 7, I like to run 17. You know. So
This is one of my favorite trick shots. Hit it to the 3 diamond with all the low ball in the world. Make it curve right, wrap it around the corner. But I think he's probably going to go around the table. You'd think. You know.
Oh, that's a tough one to curve. That one. Yeah. He's going to go around the table.
This is a shot.
It's difficult to make it short, huh?
He's shot this, been left this a few times, and he's been coming just a little short.
God, unbelievable. He hit it perfect, exactly the way he wanted.
How can that miss? How can that miss? I mean, the balls were lined up perfect.
Yeah, speed, a little too full, yeah. No, I think he has a very nice makeable shot, but he has to make it 4 cushions. I think long, short, yeah. Or he can play off the red. I cannot see the angle from here. Possible?
No, this is, you can see the angle a little better on that.
Oh, yes, thank you.
And
yeah, I think off the white
ball. Yeah, the yellow's just a little up the table from the red. And
I think the white ball is a much better choice with 4 cushions and make sure the white ball goes in a straight line. Long.
Right.
So no kiss.
This doesn't quite like it, you know. It's really, really close to being a...
Yeah, he's playing off the red.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's worried about the kiss and...
Yeah, the white ball, I think the white ball, he's definitely worried about the kiss. And he's...
Yeah.
If he was just a little further towards the short rail with his ball, you know, then it would... Yeah, okay, he's gonna... Could he double a rail this one?
Not very good. Yeah, he was afraid of this kiss, yeah. Yeah, but I think if he hit it fuller, I think he would have made it with the conditions, but okay. I think the score is 14-11. In I don't know, 25 innings. Thank you.
Well, I can barely see that.
Yeah, me too.
And this is, you got to control the yellow ball.
Yeah, he's going to try to drive the yellow through the hole and play short.
Sure, I mean, it's an easy pool player shot.
5 cushions, yeah. Nice. He hit it good.
Missed them, okay.
You think
Missed
so?
this.
Tables is okay. Yeah. Very nice.
Oh, the tables are playing, you know, I've been on them 10 or 15 minutes or something, but I have no complaints whatsoever. There.
I think the shot here is off the left side of the red with a little bit of touch of reverse and then spin out of the corner. He has to control the red ball. Yeah. Okay. 15-11. Joe is not happy with his performance.
No.
Yeah.
You know, he goes back to the chair a lot and like crosses his arms. And,
yeah,
you can just see the body language.
I know. He's awesome though.
Right.
Yeah. He's going to try to play inside, huh? 3 cushions. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm
a little too short, huh? Yeah.
again, neither one of these players, I don't think, wants to lose to the other. And this is a real tough bracket, too.
Well, yeah, of course. But remember, Joe DeAMATO has no losses. So if he
I
wins
know.
this game, he will have, I think, three wins total. Okay.
Yeah.
And Bobby Page has lost one and won two, correct? Huh.
But you know, look at the averages. You know.
Yeah. Let me look at this board for a minute. Yeah, Joe DeAMATO's averaging 870.
Mm-hmm.
2 games. With this one, is going to drop his average a
Yeah,
little.
yeah. That's his average is coming down.
Yeah,
after
Bobby
this
Page
game.
has 2 wins and a loss, so that's a big game for both of
Yeah.
them. Yeah. And the person who's undefeated is Ron Du,
Yeah,
averaging 750. They're all on the same average, identical.
Mhm.
Joe DeAMATO has the highest average, so yeah. This tournament here, no one is averaging 1 in consistent. But they do have games that they average 1 or above.
Well, yeah, Mercedes made 20 points in 17 innings.
Fantastic. She is my all-time hero.
I think she's a heroine.
She's beautiful. Leave her alone, Dennis. Dennis, always support her, support everybody else here.
She is my amiga.
Amiga.
That's my friend, but she's also my hermana, excuse me, my sister.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And she's got a better stroke than I've got. And, you know, and I mean, in the...
Everybody has better stroke than you do.
Oh, come on now. It's gotten better over the years.
If I don't pick on you, who would?
I tell you a quick Alan Gilbert story. Okay, I asked him years ago in North Hollywood Billiards, Mr. Gilbert, you've been watching me play. What do you think I need to do to, you know, make my game better? And he said, Dennis, with your stroke, wouldn't be worth my while teaching you. Thank you.
Wow, that's a tough one.
Oh, that was a long time ago, but we later became friends, and I forgave him for that. But
Yeah.
what a thing to say to a young
Just made
player.
a nice shot.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
17-11 in 27 innings.
yep. Mm-hmm.
He's got a very nice makeable shot here off the red ball. He can play 2 ways, thin ball, or I think it's better to force it. Half a force follow, we call that.
Yep.
But I think he's going for the thin hit. Yeah. That's a big ball. Going for 3 cushions.
Yeah, and I think he's got
Perfect.
this.
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice speed. Just
Nice shot. All the balls are open. He has many choices here.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes, you know, he's got, let's see, I would say at least 3 choices, and sometimes that makes it more difficult because
Yes.
you can't make up your mind, you know?
I think he would play off the... Oh, he's playing off the yellow, huh?
Yeah.
I don't understand this one.
Well,
Okay.
make sure there's no kiss, I guess. But
Maybe he's confident to hit it thin enough to make 4 cushions, huh? Perfect. Very nice.
this is a 3. Is he subject to run out here?
Yeah, he's playing for 1.
Yeah, 4 then. And Bobby's just gone dead in the water. You know, he's stuck on an 11.
Yeah. That's a nice shot. Ooh, too close.
Oh.
Outside of the ball, 4 cushions?
Yeah,
3 or 4.
Well,
You hit it good, Dennis. You hit it good.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Oh, no.
Unbelievable. Going in a hole like this. Yeah, that's what happens when things are not going well. You find these holes that
You know, I've
you don't
learned,
normally do.
and on that shot, I calculate the shot. I want to play it through the hole on the premise that I'm not that good, and so I'm going to miss the hole which means I'm probably going to make the billiards, right? But if I decide to play it 3 or 4 rails onto the ball, then I go through the hole.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird logic, but
How do you hit this?
I think that looked like if he hadn't, that could have been out ski. And look at this.
He left him next to nothing.
Is he can he nip that? No, he can't even go in 2 to the red.
He's going to drop it in.
Yeah.
Trying to drive the white somewhere.
This is just a question of how good a pool player is. He's just,
It doesn't matter, small ball in the corner.
It's not a big ball the way he's.
You can't even play good defensive shot because the ball is so big in the corner. There can be many choices if you miss.
See, I would tend to, play it off the red just to get it out of the corner, and play a rail first or 2 rail first or something like that. But, but that's too defensive, But, okay.
Well, I don't know. Here, I think he may go outside of the left side of the yellow ball. Going short, long, short.
Yeah, I'm thinking what you're thinking. Up
return the defense back.
Mm-hmm.
That's his style, if I understand his game.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. He hit it good, too.
Yeah, he did it.
But also a hole there.
Yeah.
Now, when he misses, the other opponent has identical shot. It's a return of favor.
Yeah.
Now, I think he has a bank, 3 cushions. No, but he's doing the same thing.
Yeah, he's going to, I think he's.
No, he's not. He's going cross table. No, he's doing the same thing.
Doing the same thing, yeah.
Which one hit it better? They both hit it the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here we go again.
Yeah.
This one he might play a, wow. I think he might play a +2. No, he's not. I think he can go short, long. Long, red ball, yellow ball, possible.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking at it 4 rails. I would lag this 3 rails, because I think, am I correct in thinking that when you lag into a rail, you're more accurate than if you're lagging parallel to it?
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier to get the bowl dippity.
Look at this shot. Oh,
how can that miss? Oh, he hit that. He did everything he had to do except make it there.
Right.
It's. Well, they're at 30 innings now.
Yeah. Bobby still can't get a good shot. Bobby hit it real nice, actually. Fantastic hit. One. It's a nice shot.
He almost got rewarded. He's got potential here.
He can play 4 cushions here, Dennis.
Yeah.
Long, short, long, and then long again.
Right.
Yeah. But the white ball is really. Oh my God! Look at the way.
Yeah, I was wondering if he might think about that. He's being very cautious. He just, and Joey's in the 1 hole, and that can be the hardest place to be in. That last billiard sometimes get.
I think he can double the rail here, but he has to hit it with such a big stroke.
Yeah, he might.
Full ball.
Now, I don't have the stroke for that, but Mercedes does, and I think Joey's got it too.
Joey has it, yes.
He doesn't. I mean, it's got to be hit really pure and not real soft, but not real hard, I would think.
But I think big stroke is.
Full
ball is important.
Yeah, he's gonna turn this loose. Oh, look at the yellow.
Almost. Almost. Oops. Now Bobby has a nice shot. He can drop in short angle.
And when he was practicing, dropping it into the corner.
Similar, yeah.
And he's made number 2 or 3 or 4 good shots like that. But that was a shot he was practicing. So look at that. Look at that.
Table 4, Russ Rosenberger versus Henry Roker Jr.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's hard. Well, I think, does he have the speed?
Yeah, but he's not going to back up.
No. Oh, ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh.
Okay.
Well, he's left Bobby an opening here. It's one of the perils, playing slow to the red. I know I'd never want to leave you this. No, I was talking about Mazin, not you, Daniel.
That's nice.
Oh.
Yeah. So good.
Oh my God. These guys have been coming so close, hitting it so smooth, and just, you know, I feel for them.
You can play 3 cushions here off the red, no? Little elevation. Long, short, long. No. Maybe
Yeah.
off the yellow.
I might even tend to go off the red, you know, and go right around the little short. You know, right in that short.
I don't know if you can go by the red ball. Oh, this way you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
This way?
Yeah.
That's what I said, yeah. Long, short, long. But he's going off the yellow to double around maybe? I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that choice. Yeah.
No. But, you know, it is.
Bobby has a good shot here maybe. Either cross table off the red or cushion first off the white.
Okay.
Wow, this last billiard is not going to be easy for Joe, huh?
No. Yeah, Bobby is not going to.
Huh? 34 innings, 19 to 13. Joe DeAMATO leading.
This is a shot where this leave, as Carol Conlon used to say, if I had 2 balls, I'd be king. Or maybe I shouldn't have said that on the. But Joey can only see really 1 ball here, right?
Yeah, that's tough.
So he's
Even cross table is a kiss factor there, and I think I would play short, short, long with a little curve, possible. But he's playing different. Long, long, long. Yeah. Oh, you got a little lucky there.
yeah.
Got a little lucky there. It's okay. It's okay. 20 to 13 in 34 innings.
34 innings, yes.
Yeah. So it was sorry that I came towards the end of the game, but again, thank you, Dennis, and thank you, Daniel, POVPOOL. Thanks again for all the help and sponsors and USBA, and hopefully I'll be able to commentate a few other matches before the end of this event.
Right.
And like Jan Carl always said, may your next kiss will have absolutely nothing to do with billiards. Have a good day, you guys.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
you. Will you see
Thank you,
later?
Dennis.
Yes, thank you. And Bearcat, Rick Bearcat, just to these tournaments, they're playing heads up here. There is no handicap. They're all playing to 20 points, and I believe the finals will be till 25.
Yes, that's correct, Dennis.
So you are just playing against, like, well, they. We call this a kind of a B tournament. These are not the best players in the country, but they've been playing a long, long time, and it's not so much about their average. They play like gentlemen. They know the game, and they're here to have fun. They're here to enjoy the casino, to play on the beautiful Gabriels Tables.
Well, there's some prize money too. I mean, there's
but
it's 3,000 added. So,
but
and the entries, I think the prize fund is somewhere around 13 or 14,000. I haven't got an exact number, but I think it's good. And we've grown from 32 to 56 players this year.
Oh yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. I like to call it an amateur championship. Here's actually a picture of everybody. You're in the middle, aren't you?
They made me.
They made you do it?
Yeah.
There you go. There's everyone from right to left. Let's pan across, and we can see everybody. But it's always nice to be able to take these little group shots before the beginning of the event.
And I'd like to mention the gentleman who's cleaning the table there.
Jojo.
Yes, he's traveled all the way from Boston just to help out here and just do whatever he can. And every table, after every match, he takes care of it for the players.
Yeah, he's been great, and he's such a positive and nice person too. All right, well, we're wrapping up this match, and did Geraldine already call match number 5 today? I didn't hear her. But I think Mercedes is playing next, Dennis.
Oh, really?
I don't think you want to go anywhere.
Okay, you're correct. Well, maybe I'll go out and
see the little boys' room.
Yeah.
See a man about a horse.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
All right, we'll be back, folks.